Environmentalists and smart growth advocates are clashing over the future of a plan aimed at protecting water supplies and managing development in the Highlands region of the state. Governor Corzine must still decide if the regional master plan will move forward. Environment correspondent Ed Rogers has the story.
It was last month when the Highlands Council approved a regional master plan after years of input and debate. Two of the state's largest environmental groups quickly called on Governor Corzine to veto the minutes of the Highlands Council, saying the plan as adopted was too weak and didn't meet the goal of protecting the water supply for more than 5 million people.
We feel in 5 areas the plan violates the act, where it actually is weaker than the law. It'll allow for more development and more pollution in some of the most environmentally sensitive areas of the state.
But just last week, a coalition of 3 smart growth groups called on Governor Corzine not to interfere, saying aspects of the master plan encourage redevelopment.
The authors of the act knew that the legislation needed to protect the waters of the Highlands region and account for the people who live and work there and will live and work there. And we believe that the current plan strikes that balance.
That move led to an angry charge from the Sierra Club and New Jersey Environmental Federation, who say the groups are fronting for development companies and were kicked out of the alliance that originally called for Highlands protections.
These other groups have never been involved. They sent in no comments on the plan, and now at the last second they're coming out to try to support the plan because they're under pressure from the builders and others that are their boards to support this weakened plan.
The environmentalists also believe the planning groups may have announced their support at the request of Corzine administration officials. The head of one of the smart growth groups says they were not pressured.
I think it's a little bit sad and a little bit funny because it is completely unjustified. Between the 3 planning organizations, we have over 100 years of track record of environmental protection and anti-sprawl efforts and good planning. The difference is that good planning involves looking at balance between people and places.
This clash highlights a growing rift between the 2 sides.
Our big concern is that the Highlands process was a very good and has been a very good regional planning process. We don't see that process being any better by having a group circumvent the process.
More than 3/4 of their boards are builders. They have supported every weakening of environmental protection.
Governor Corzine has at least 3 options in addressing this issue. He can allow the regional master plan to proceed, he can veto the Highlands Council minutes, or he can sign an executive order making certain changes in the plan. He has until early September to make a decision. Ed Rogers, NJN News.